2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And now, 2K Sports brings you Thursday night in the NBA. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty, Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, our reporter, and a look at the starters for the Bulls. We've got Kobe White, and it's Vucevic in at the center position. And for the Lakers, Reeves and LeBron fill out the perimeter. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith, and it's the bulldozer in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And over a long regular season, Graham, what are some of the things coaches do to keep things fresh and their players engaged?
Well, you said it best. It is a long season. And to keep it light, you have to have team outings and dinners and guest speakers. Intentional connections, that's what I call it. And really, there's so much pressure in this league. So those moments really allow you to bond and relax and really come together as a group.
Now here's Doncic. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Pass to the kid. Outside White. Here's Lee. And no good. Good work defensively by James. Driving to the basket. And it's James with the jam.
I like Doncic's willingness to share the ball. He wants to see other guys involved in producing.
Vucevic with it. Fires from deep. He buries it from three.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Reeves. He's guarded by White. Pass to Doncic. Here's Austin. And he gets that one. Austin's got his second bucket of the night.
Luka Doncic with the assist.
Here's Skinny. Playing Phoenix, he was nearly unstoppable. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. And Grant, a positive for the Bulls over the last few seasons. They worked hard to get good shots.
Well, B.A., that's definitely part of their DNA. They've had the personnel to do it, and guys who are disciplined and patient.
First one falls. Well, as we've seen throughout the history of the Lakers, Clark, it's a big free agent and trade destination.
Well, I think part of it is the weather attraction. I mean, guys love playing where the weather is always nice, not to mention to be with a team whose goal is to win championships.
Both shots good from the strike.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Pass to Austin. Pulls it. The kid with a rebound.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
White on the wing. His last outing, he had 24 points. Shoots. Good work defensively by James. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Finney-Smith. Austin. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. For Chicago, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Skinny. He's marked by Finney-Smith. Up and in on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Doncic. Last game with 30. Pass to Reeves. 6 to shoot. Here's Austin. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the free ball.
Skinny passes to Vucevic. It's tipped. And And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played.
Finney Smith does a really good job running the floor. He's an outstanding finisher on the break.
And the Bulls call time here. Well, Clark, when you talk about Doncic, he came into the league with a ton of experience under his belt.
Yeah, and I think people undervalue the experience of being a pro at the age of 16. It wasn't the NBA, but it's still professional basketball that he played in Europe. And that seasoning and that competition and that being refined in the fire allowed Doncic to step into the NBA unfazed.
Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. Taking a look at the Lakers, they've put together the 6th best record in the conference.
When I look at the Lakers, it really hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for, but they're still in the hunt for a high postseason seed.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
Really good pass from Finney Smith. He understands that you can't squeeze that orange if you got somebody ready to catch and shoot.
Skinny passes to the kid. Here's Lee. Launches it from deep. And again, no good by Chicago. Doncic deciding where to go with it. Pass to Austin. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Austin's got 12 points in the game.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity. Somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
The Lakers have gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far. Reeves, the pass to Austin. Back to Reeves. Lets the three fly. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Lee, the pass to Skinny. And it's Dorian Finney-Smith with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Lee. A hard guy to stop on the offensive end, averaging 34 points a game. Yep, that one goes. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 5-point game. Jacks up a three. And it's Chicago with a board. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
And in the last meeting, they were the better defensive team. They were the disruptors, causing turnovers all over the place.
Very satisfying performance, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. I mean, they ended up winning it going away.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. James, left side. Pass to Doncic. Out to James. Outside, Finney-Smith. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Reeves. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Defensive foul. Kobe White. That's his first personal
And a moment
foul.
to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
they've been really going at the defense in the painted area. And so far, the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Well, the Lakers moved from Inglewood to this downtown arena back in '99. This place has been special for them.
Some all-time moments here, B.A. Kobe's 81-point game comes to mind. LeBron setting the all-time NBA scoring record. All those classic Shaq, Kobe playoff games. A few titles sprinkled in there as well. Special indeed.
Timeout called. The Bulls. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
And guys, those road games are never easy. But they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
It's time, everyone. Let's hear it.
And their defense has been locked down. They hold their opponents to a very low shooting percentage. Second best in the league at that. And it keeps them in every game.
And you really can't emphasize enough how impressive their field goal percentage is. They run their game plan so well and know how to get the shots they want. Now here's White. No points yet. Over Finney-Smith. Finney-Smith pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. On the wing, Reeves. To the middle. Here's Doncic. And the layup is good off the glass.
Excellent finish that time inside by Doncic. He's highly skilled. I mean, that's obvious. What's not so obvious is how big he is. This guy looks me eye to eye.
Here's the kid. He also had a big impact in that win against the Suns. Pass to Skinny. Here's the three. And that makes it 3 for 4. He's looking good.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Doncic left side.
You know, from the moment Luka entered the league, despite the naysayers, he's been a star, a legitimate star. And that's something you don't see very often.
At the line for Los Angeles, Luka Doncic.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Doncic hits them both. And Chicago has possession. They trail by 7. Pass to White. Here's the kid. No points so far. Here's Skinny. Just 5 on the clock. From behind the arc. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Coming out hot. 4 out of 5. This could be a big game for him.
And he's going for the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
The offensive rebound. And he'll take a trip to the line for two. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Bulls,
first free throw is good. So he makes one of two, and the second one misses. And Clark, what's most amazing about LeBron James, how remarkable he is playing at his age.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that are really incredible about LeBron, but that's one of the most incredible. His high level of play at his advanced age. And he's still playing with great athleticism. The credit to the work he's put in and his giftedness.
Here's the kid. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13 and a half a game. And the shot goes down. He's got his second basket of the night.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
And there's James from the arc. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got 6 assists in the game. Outside White. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. Skinny's got 12 points.
Yeah, the half-and-half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Outside White. Pass to Skinny. From deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from downtown. And it's now just a 1-point Laker lead. Now, here is James. Defense is right there. Step back shot, and that one drops. He has 7.
The mid-range jumper has really been a vital part of LeBron's game in the second half of his career.
White, the pass to the kid. Here's Skinny. There's the 3. And Reeves pulls it down.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Vucevic against Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. The kid with a rebound. The kid's got his 4th rebound in this one. White against James. To the inside. Here's Lee. Good. 3rd basket in 6 attempts.
And, you know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
James outside. Here's Reeves. He's guarded by White. Reeves, the pass to Finney-Smith. The ball's knocked loose. Here we go, all alone. White, good. And the Bulls lead by 1.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now, here is James. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Clippers.
And on top of everything else, he did a great job of helping control the boards at both ends.
Here's White. The second effort. And he takes it up and lays it in. White's got his second basket.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Good work there as it goes.
4-2.
Chicago has gone 4 of 7 from three-point range here in the first. Pass to Skinny. A deep three. Rebound, the Lakers. Austin's got 4 rebounds now. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Here's James. Solid shot from a distance of about 14 feet. James has got 9.
And, you know, LeBron's a threat to score as soon as he touches it. Such an aggressive offensive player with great skill.
Alley-oop up top. Hammer it home.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
And the Lakers have possession. The Bulls making their last shot. Here's the hook. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
Again, the Bulls score. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. It's the Bulls. They're up by 3. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen here from the Bulls tonight?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. It puts the defense right up against it.
LeBron and Vanderbilt are the 3 and 4. Gabe Vincent out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hayes in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now, here is James. Pass to Reeves. The 3 is up. He drops it from range. Reeves has got his 3rd basket on the night right there. And today's team's all looking to space the floor with shooters, Clark. Thinking back, you ever wonder why it took so long to catch on?
I hadn't thought about it in that context, B.A., but I think part of it is you got to have a lot of shooters to take advantage of it first and foremost. And now, again, with the likes of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and Damian Lillard and so many other outstanding perimeter shooters, more and more of those guys are coming into the league and following their example. You know, really impossible to know what James is thinking in advance. I mean, especially in these sets.
Now here's Ball. Not a lot of room. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, man. And he jams it home with authority.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Chicago leading. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Pass to Skinny from the arc. Rebound, the Lakers.
After nailing 3 trays to start this game, he's gone silent here in the second quarter.
James passes to Reeves. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Here's Skinny. 21 points in the game. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
The Lakers have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Oh, they get a hand on it. Down low. Here's the kid. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Timeout called. The Lakers. Their last game, a win against the Clippers. Looking to carry it into this one.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena. And they proved it that game.
And let's take a look at some of the players we expect to participate in this year's dunk contest. Always an exciting event.
Yeah, year after year, these guys find new ways to innovate and stun the judges. It's remarkable stuff.
He's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Well, we'll just have to see. But I personally would love seeing him in the dunk contest.
So that's how things are currently looking for the dunk contest. But of course, we'll update you with the latest news as we receive it.
And as this lineup starts to take shape, this event is only getting more and more exciting. And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that.
Counted for Vincent.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Pass to Skinny. Fires the 3. And the 3-pointer goes. Skinny's got 29 points.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Vincent, rebound by the Bulls. The Kid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Dosunmu, the pass to Lee. Here's Skinny. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here is James. 11 points in the game. And the officials will call the illegal screen here. And here's a look at some numbers from Dorian Finney-Smith.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
LeBron James is sustaining greatness into his late 30s. He said, quote, as long as my mind stays in it, I can play at this level for a while. My body is going to be okay because I always make sure to take care of it and I put the work in. And Brian, call it mind over matter or the fountain of youth, whatever you want to call it, LeBron's work continues to pay off.
Indeed, no question about that. Thank you, Allie. And the basket by Lee.
And just totally relentless. Only... increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Vincent. Looking to win the run. The Kid with a rebound. The Kid's got his 8th rebound here tonight. James with the block.
What timing by James on the denial. His hand is right there at the exact moment it needs to be.
Here's Reeves. Tipped. Here's Skinny. He's got 32 points. And the layup falls. Skinny's got 34 points.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Time called here. The Lakers decide to talk it over.
It's simple. Turnovers mean you lose shot opportunities, and your opponent can get easy hoops.
The Bulls making a switch here. White's checked in. Defense on our 2K leaderboard. Looking at the best when it comes to points per game allowed over the previous month. Number 1, the Bulls. In the 3rd spot, the Lakers.
And over the last month, both teams have been playing excellent defense, really working hard to prevent other teams from scoring a lot on them.
Now, here is James. 11 points in the game. Shot on the wing. The kid with a rebound.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Here's White. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Pass to Reeves. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Putting those passing skills to work. LeBron, truly a gifted passer.
Here's Lee. Rebound, the Lakers.
And just not allowing the shooter to get comfortable from mid-range.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jump.
James. It's hauled in by White.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration, even for a nanosecond.
And they pick up 2. White's got 6.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
The shot by James, no good.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Here's Dosunmu. No made baskets yet. Pass to Lee. The 3-ball. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Now shooting the 3-ball at almost a 60% clip. They've been blazing this second quarter.
Now, here is James. Defense right on him. The Lakers with another miss. Chicago has gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. And he lobs it up to the rim. Throw it down on the lob.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
Again, the Bulls score.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
All right, time to cheer on your Laker girls dance team.
The Bulls making a switch here.
First in field goal percentage, second in scoring, and they're in the top 5 in the league when it comes to three-point percentage. They've got shooters, and they've designed their offense to open space for them on the perimeter.
And you really can't emphasize enough how impressive their field goal percentage is. They run their game plan so well and know how to get the shots they want. Here's Skinny. He's got 34. Pass to Lee. Puts up a deep 3. They get it again. It's good on the putback.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Here's Finney-Smith. The Bulls making their last shot. And again, the Lakers, no good.
A perfect example. Of how to protect the rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Here's Austin. A 23-point game for him in the win against the Clippers.
And his presence was certainly felt on defense. Blocked 3 shots and changed countless others.
Can't hit it from 12 feet. Chicago has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. To the wing, right side. Here's Skinny. He's off on that one. Good D by Finney-Smith. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. James passes to Doncic. Now Finney-Smith.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's
2
Dub.
minutes.
And the shot goes.
Number 4.
Chicago's got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Here's Skinny, guarded by Doncic. They get the rebound. The kid, ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in his many attempts.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Doncic passes to Dub. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. There's a minute 17 left in the second period.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Here's Dub. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. And the basket by Lee. Lee's got 21. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for Chicago.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
So it's the Lakers now, after the basket by Chicago. Austin's shot is good. Austin's got 16 points.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more in the line.
Man, that's just an example and display of strength from Vucevic. I mean, just overpowering whoever's in his path.
Hachimura's checked in for the Lakers. Now here's Doncic. A great score, averaging almost 26 a game. Here's Austin. And that one's long. And for the Bulls, their shooting has been unreal. 64% from the floor. Here's Lee. He's got another one. That's 10 for 15 now.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Pass to Doncic. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Doncic, so multifaceted. A stat sheet stuffer supreme. He does everything, including dropping down.
And so it's Chicago, firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Billy Donovan here with us now, and Coach, your team finishing the first half in impressive fashion. What's working for you out there?
Yeah, well, I think we got some stops. We played good defense, allowed us to get out in transition. That was helpful. So just got to keep grinding away.
Defense has been their anchor so far. We'll see if they can keep it up, guys.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. In the first period, their biggest lead was a slim 3 points. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, they knocked the wind out of the defense in transition, converting fast break baskets into fouls. It's a runaway lead right now. In fact, this looks like a track meet.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
Their effort on the board has been horrendous. That's a good way to get blown out. Only way they can turn this thing around is to start winning the rebounding battle, to win the battle of possession. Otherwise, they're my favorite. Avocado toast.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Chicago has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. They've got Nikola Vucevic. And it's the kid in at the power forward. Here's Lee. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Doncic outside. Oh, it's stolen. Skinny passes to Vucevic. Now the Lakers moving it up. Here's Reeves. And it's Lee with the rebound. Lee's got his fourth rebound in this one.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Here's Reeves. He's guarded by White. Austin. That one's good for 2. Austin's got 20.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And when it comes to rebounding, these are the rookies who are leading the pack over the last 10 games. And James has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Doncic outside. Rebound by the Bulls. Lee's got 5 rebounds tonight. Inside. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
The Lakers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Now James, 13 points in the game. Doncic right side, 6 on the shot clock. Right wing, Austin passes to Finney-Smith. And he banks in the layup.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Outside White. Pass to Skinny. Knocks it loose. Lee on the wing. Here's Skinny. No good that time. Good D by Finney-Smith. Here's Reeves from deep. Another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Left side White. Here's Skinny, guarded by Doncic. Skinny, no good. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. Well, from broadcasting to team ownership, heading USA Basketball, Grant, what drives you to do so much these days?
Well, B.A., I'm an active guy, and I had a great playing career. But the things I wasn't able to do because of the injury, I think, left me even more motivated to excel and try new things in this next chapter of my life.
For Chicago, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Pass to Skinny. Connects on the 17-footer. Skinny's got 41.
getting buckets at a critical time. Just give them the ball and let them go to work.
Here's Reeves. 13 points in the game. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got 9 assists now tonight.
Yeah, they're really working the paint now.
Outside White. Rebound, the Lakers. Austin's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's James. And James throws it down.
Man, I like seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Let's make some noise. It's time, everyone. Let's hear it.
Dosunmu, he's checked in for Nikola Vucevic. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for Nikola Vucevic.
Unfortunately, we've seen his ability as a rebounder take a back seat these past few seasons. And I'd like to see him refocus on that element of his game. You can never have enough rebounds, in my opinion.
And here's White. He has 6. Pass to Lee. The 3. Knocks it down from distance. Lee's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
Here's Austin. The Kid with a rebound. The Kid's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Dosunmu on the wing, guarded by Doncic. Here's Skinny, and he's got 41 now.
Lakers foul. Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his second personal foul.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Bulls.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
Take a break.
Boy, they showed no hesitation on the mid-range game as well. I thought that was really a big key for them.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. The Lakers have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Reeves, the pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Reeves. He's guarded by White. Here's Doncic. And that one's good. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, you look at Luka's body, he doesn't look defined, but he's much stronger than he appears, and he showed it right there.
Nice shot by Skinny.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Here's Reeves. He's got 15. Austin's shot is good. Austin's got 22.
Oh, he'll wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, debating the best players ever, there are different criteria, but Hall of Famer Dr. J said, quote, I think ultimately you have to have that crowning moment where you're a champion, and it's difficult. Sometimes it takes experiencing the loss and figuring it out before you can be successful. It's nothing you can assume or take for granted.
Well, he got his at 83. Thanks, Allie.
And man, LeBron's taking things into his own hands with that alley-oop. Really impressive.
Floats one up. Count it. White's got 8 points.
With his level of quickness, it's tough to keep up defensively.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
It's T-shirt time. Let's see who wants one. Let's go crazy.
Let's quickly glance at who in this year's rookie class is leading their group in blocks this season. Doncic with it. He's got 9. Beyond the arc. Drills it from deep. Doncic has got 12 points.
A tale of 2 halves. After a slow start, he's turning his offense around.
Here's Skinny. Rebound by the Lakers. Doncic has got 5 rebounds tonight. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Defensive foul. Ayo Dosunmu. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Los Angeles, Rui Hachimura.
Free throw good. Hachimura. Chicago has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Throws it up high. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Vanderbilt. And a quick look at how the Chicago Bulls schedule is shaping up. On Sunday, they'll go up against the Trailblazers in Portland. And then on Tuesday, they'll head home to take on the Toronto Raptors.
When you look ahead, there are a lot of winnable games, but you really can't think that as a player. You have to take every opponent seriously because this is the NBA. No game is a freebie.
White, the pass to Dosunmu. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Dosunmu's got his first points in this one. Pass to Hachimura. From deep, here's Doncic. And Another three for the Lakers.
Finally starting to dial in from range. That's his second this half.
Now here's White. Give him 8. Here's Lee. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Dub. He's guarded by White. Here's Dub. It's deflected.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. And we'll see if that's the answer.
Here's Skinny. Guarded by Doncic. Skinny, no good.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 15. And it's Hachimura missing. Pass to Dosunmu. Back to White. Here's Skinny. 4-3. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Hachimura outside. And he's going for the oop here. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Looking at their defensive marks, they are top 5 in opponent shooting percentage. This is a squad that wants to shut down teams on a nightly basis.
And you really can't emphasize enough how impressive their field goal percentage is. They run their game plan so well and know how to get the shots they want. Now here's White. Give him 8. Pass to Skinny. This one for 3. Doncic pulls down the board.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
That one's good from Hachimura on the assist by Doncic. Hachimura's got 5 points now in the quarter. Here's Skinny, guarded by Doncic. Skinny. Oh, and he nails it from the high post. And the Bulls lead by 15.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Fires it. And it's Doncic missing.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Money, pass to Skinny. Here's Money.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Vucevic.
2 minutes.
And it's blocked. And they'll get another chance. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
At the line for the Bulls, Nikola Vucevic. At the line for 1.
One shot.
That one misses for Vucevic.
You know, very quietly, Vucevic puts up phenomenal numbers consistently. A nightly double-double threat who, bullies opposing defenses on the regular.
And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. Great positioning on the putback.
They just aren't attacking from the perimeter like they did in that first half, and I think that's part of the problem right now.
Pass to Skinny. Here's Money. He's scoreless. White for three. Kept alive. Here's Vucevic. And at last, they get one to fall.
Yeah, you know, one of the best parts of Nikola Vucevic's game is his great body, excellent hands, and the high motor makes him an outstanding rebounder.
White, the pass to Money. Back to White. Pass to Skinny from deep. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Doncic outside. Back to Vanderbilt. Launches it. It's not going to go for him. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Money. Guarded by Vanderbilt. Money with the bucket.
How about the amazing crossover there? Demonstrating exactly how dangerous he can be when he's got the rock in his hand.
Now Doncic. He's got 15. Pass to Dub. Three-pointer. Fires in the triple. Dub's got 7 points in the game. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. We'll be right back.
110.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Gabe Vincent, LeBron James out there with Rui Hachimura. Then it's Austin Reeves, and it's Hayes in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Laker 5.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
The Bulls shooting an efficient 57% tonight. Here's Lee. And here's Ball. To the wing on the left. Here's Lee. Cash money from 16 feet away. Lee's got 30.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Now, here is James. And it's James with the jam.
How many times have we seen that? I mean, LeBron going right through and into the defense and finds a way to power through the contact as if he hasn't even been hit.
Offensive board. And that one's good. And the Bulls lead by 18.
And there he is. I mean, attacking the boards, converting off the misses. I mean, trying to do everything he can to secure this W.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions.
Pass to Ball. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Man, showing some terrific range. Lee's got 5 points in the quarter.
His third triple of the game. A little more success from out there in the second half.
Here's Reeves to the paint. It's tipped. Here's Hachimura. And he converts the layup.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Ball outside. To the inside. The kid. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
He's lighting them up. Tough to strategize a comeback when you're being run over.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Inside. And the basket by Dosunmu.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
Here's Vincent. And in terms of the league as a whole, there have been some of the highest scoring seasons in history in the last few years, Grant.
Well, BA, it's all about pace. And across the board, teams are playing much faster. Faster than ever. It also seems like defense might be turning into a lost art. So I don't know if it's all for the best.
Two shots.
First one falls for him. Finney Smith checked in for the Lakers. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
A nice shot by the kid.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
For Chicago, they've gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter. Ball left side. Back to Lee. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Pass to Money. 5 to shoot. Here's Dosunmu. There's Ball with a 3. Lee on the wing. And Reeves pulls it down.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Now here's Hayes. Pass to Vincent. On the wing, Reeves. Right through the D for the layup.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Here's Dosunmu. Ball outside. Hachimura, right side. Finney Smith. Pass to Reeves. And here's Hachimura. From down in the low post, it goes. Hachimura's got 4 points this quarter.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Here's Lee. Hachimura covering. He was all alone on that one.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Here's Vincent. Outside Finney Smith. Here's Reeves. Clock at 6. Out to Hachimura. The 3 is up. The kid with a rebound. The kid's got his 20th rebound here tonight.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's Reeves. The Bulls making their last shot. Lots of tough places to play in this league, Clark. Which team you think has the best home court advantage?
Well, I think a number of teams would fit into that category. The Nuggets, because of the geography and the toughness of the altitude there. But the Knicks, when they're good, there's a hard place to play. Portland, when the Blazers are rolling, is a heck of a home court advantage. Boston, with their history and the great teams they've had in the past and what they've had recently, those are some that come to mind for me.
Here's Dosunmu. The rebound by Austin. Hachimura outside. Pass to Dub. Doncic outside. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Doncic, because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarding him.
Luka Doncic.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he knocks down the first one. Doncic hits them both.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Pass to James. Oh, deflected. Shakes off strong D and gets to the bucket for 2 points. Doncic has got 4 points this quarter. Outside White. Oh, you look at the size of the contracts now. Clark, you wish you could still lace them up?
Hey, it's all relative, B.A. Guys that played way before me probably felt the same way about the money we were making in the mid-'80s. So it's relative, but it is quite astronomical. But it is a function of TV contract revenue and also merchandising and other income from ticket sales and the like, and that number is humongous, and the players deserve a significant portion of that, and that's why the math, as crazy as it looks, still works.
Now here's Doncic. Here's Reeves. Pass to Finney-Smith. 4 on the clock. Here's Doncic. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Doncic has got 17 points here in the second half. Chicago has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Here's Skinny, guarded by Doncic. Pass to Reeves. Got a piece of it. Here's Dosunmu. Check by James. Here's Lee. Over Finney-Smith. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Doncic. Shoots over to Dosunmu. And it's Doncic missing.
Great contest of the shot. Kind of forced him to fade back more than he'd like.
Lee on the wing. Pass to Dosunmu. Puts up a 3. To the wing, right side. Launches a 3. Lee misses. The Lakers have gotten 7 to go out of 13 attempts during the fourth. Here's Reeves. Here's Dosunmu, guarded by Doncic. Yep, that one goes.
Changing ends quickly, scoring before the defense can set up. They've been doing it all game.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
Now here's Doncic. Drops in the layup for 2. Doncic has got 23 points.
Doncic giving you the full package. Superstar for sure.
Pass to Skinny. And he drives in. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Now a timeout called by the Lakers. You know, Clark, one thing that stood out the last few seasons is the number of blockbuster trades just before the deadline.
Yeah, I think it's part of the league being a year-round league. I mean, that's a huge time on the calendar for the league when teams are looking to make moves to transform themselves or improve themselves. But you're right, the number of big trades have been more prevalent recently, and some of that is because of the power the players have in terms of facilitating movement.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive. And the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
You know, some guys aren't the same player on the road. Not this guy. He loves sticking it to an opposing crowd, and it only adds fuel to his fire. So it's the Lakers now. Here's Reeves. Shoots over White. The shot by Reeves, no good. Chicago has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Oh, there's the alley. And they're pushing it up. White with it.
2 minutes remain in this ball game. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the fourth. Count the basket. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. Pass to Austin. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Austin's got 30.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Right side White. And such great talent in the league, Clark. But the All-Star game last season, not the most competitive. Does that need solving?
It certainly needs attention because the game has dwindled from anything near competitive for a decade or more. I've not been a fan of it because it's basically turned into a glorified layup line. And I don't think that reflects well on the game. I know the fans enjoy the engagement and the weekend, but the game itself needs retooling in a big way, in my opinion.
Just 3 to shoot. Top of the key. And the basket by Lee. Lee's got 39.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Bulls.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And tonight's win will give them an even 40 on the year.
And that's a sweep of the season series. It's clear who the matchup favored. They'll wish they could have seen more of these guys.
Yeah, you know, I thought the result might be a little different this time around, but clearly I was mistaken. And now they'll have to wait till next year for a shot at revenge.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Skinny.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
Yep, count it.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Here's Skinny. Over James. The kid. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.